Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautiful day on the NerdCraft SMP. I am Maximan, your favorite cyborg pirate, and I've got a great episode for you today. Before I get into that, just remember that the NerdCraft SMP is recruiting. And if you're interested in joining our little community here and you're a content creator, then just send an email to nerdcraftsmp@gmail.com and I'll get back to you and we can schedule an interview. Now, on to what's happening in the episode. So, I've just got a weird random project that I've wanted to do for a while. You see, I have a lot of slime. In fact, it's a ridiculous amount of slime. I built my slime farm around 3 slime chunks with one that touches all of them that isn't a slime chunk where the golems are. So it produces more slime than this server could possibly use. So because of that, I was wondering about maybe doing something with that slime instead of just letting it sit in chests and a shop that doesn't really sell that much at all. So what I've started doing is sliming the Nether. I know it's a strange thing to say, but there's a huge lava ocean around our Nether, especially like around the Nether hub and our boat pathway that goes to the end. So I decided, well, if we fell down from there, we'd die in lava. But if we had a blanket of slime covering the lava, then we'd be fine. So I did start working on it off camera, but we're gonna get some work done on that today. I know it's a strange project, but we're gonna do it anyways and just see what it looks like to have a slimy Nether. And then the other thing that we're going to do in today's episode is do some more detailing on the towers. So I think it is the one behind me. It's that turn now for detailing. Because in the last episode, I started working on detailing this tower behind me. And as you notice, there's some cracked bricks and stuff, which I didn't do in the last episode. So I'm going to show you to begin with exactly what I did on that tower. And also, I will show you a little bit of what we did on the new Sunday stream day, which we're gonna try and start doing every single Sunday, unless, you know, something comes up. It's not super set in stone, but we're aiming for every Sunday, where we're gonna have a stream of the other nerds on the server working together on whatever kind of community projects. So the stream is up on my channel if you want to watch it. I was having some audio problems there. My mic is very low for most of it, but in the end it did we got a lot done. Kurt and I were working on a little bit of roadway, and then we're starting a spawn area for people to spawn at. So let's go have a little tour and then we'll start with our episode. Okay, so here I am outside of the tower. Now, as you can see, I've done a lot more work since the last video. I've added a custom tree here to this ledge. I'm pretty proud of that. There was like a rocky outcropping, and I said that it just reminded me of like those trees that grow in like the really bad conditions that are all messed up in the way that they grow. And so I added one of those. You know, the roots are hanging down over the rock. And then, as you can see, there is much more texture to the bricks. I added a little copper pipe coming out the top with some more steam and some windows. So let's go for a little fly and have a look. So yeah, as you can see here, let's just rest on top of this cliff. It's much different from where I left it in the last video. We've got our windows on all the different layers, and the texturing goes right up to the top, and of course the custom tree. And I added the mossy brick variation as well, going down the castle, kind of in the shadow of the upper part here. So yeah, I think all together this is it's a much different look than we left it at in the last video. And I've just got to say, one of the most satisfying things in Minecraft is when I got to break all of that scaffolding and just have it rain down on my head from above. I just love that so much. But yeah, I added these rings that go around it of walls just to add a little bit more detail to it. And then inside we still don't have much. Maybe I'll do an interior later, but I really want to get all the texturing done on all the different towers. So I want to get these 3 looking like this before I start working on interiors. Hello down there, axolotls. I've noticed they really like to hang out near the bottom. They don't like to come up top so much. But yeah, so that is what the finished product actually looks like. I think it's pretty darn good if you ask me. Yeah, the windows are a very nice touch. It is possible to sneak your way out of them, but not really. So there we go. There we have it. That is the detailing on this tower. Okay, so now let's go have a look at what Kurt and I did on stream. So in here is a new shop done by Miss Kitten Queen, and you can see some axolotls in their little tank down below, and she wanted to make an ocean shop. So she's got all kinds of stuff that you might find in oceans. I see she's making some sails, and yeah, there's coral. I've helped her gather a few ingredients. I'm gonna help her a little bit, and oh, I just keep wasting my rockets. And Kurt and I on stream, we just connected up the road. We haven't added any of the street lights yet, but yeah, this didn't take us very long at all, just a few minutes. But then we were sitting on stream wondering what to do, and we decided, well, how about we make a spawning platform? So if you don't know, our spawn area is actually over here, and it's been essentially completely untouched. So Kurt and I got to work, and on stream we started making this. So it took us a bit to figure out the exact dimensions of the spawn platform. Turns out it's 21 by 21 with the actual spawn point in the middle. And then we did a little bit of a test of what happens if there's a roof on it, and a couple times we spawned underneath. We're going to do a roof that is essentially spawn proof just in case, so that you always end up inside the spawn building. So it's just a work in progress right now because we had to fill in a lot of the holes underneath. But eventually we're going to have a nice spawning platform. It's mostly not for us, but for when this world becomes available for download, then anybody that joins this world will be able to spawn in right here. Over here is something that I've been doing a little bit of work on myself too. This is for Miss Kitten Queen. I just fell off my little perch here, but this is her axolotl tank. She wanted a more natural look, so instead of building a tank inside of her house, we converted a pond in a river into her axolotl tank. Now, we did have some problems with this. As you can see, there's sea lanterns everywhere because drowned were spawning within the within the water, and they were killing the axolotls, and there was some access to land. They were still dehydrating, even though I thought that that was patched out and they didn't do that anymore, but they had access to one block and they managed to die on one block. But now they should all be fine. I haven't seen one die in quite a long time. And the benefit here is that all kinds of fish spawn, and oh, you can see they just killed one right there. The fish and squid spawn within this area and they have stuff to hunt, so it keeps them nice and wild, and it keeps their reflexes sharp so that they're always on the hunt. The other thing that I've been helping her work on is how to build farms for her ocean shop. So this is one that she worked on herself. This is her kelp farm. I had just helped her square it off and basically make it so that stuff can be planted. And then this one here is her seagrass farm. And there is a redstone clock here, and when you turn that off, it will, when that block moves over, it'll bone meal the bottom, and then you just stand down there with shears, shear all the seagrass, and keep collecting it. So that's something so that she has something to sell in her ocean shop, because she definitely wanted it to be anything you can find in an ocean. Alright, so I am here in the Nether, and this is the ice highway that we use to get to the end. And as you can see, it's not complete ice, there is holes. So we had a problem before where people could slip through the gaps. So I took it upon myself to do something to fix that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this episode, is building some slime channels around that make it so that if you do happen to fall down, the worst you'll have to deal with is a slow walk back on some slime. Okay, so there we have it. Here you see I started, when I first started making this, just trying to slime everything off. But then as I started going behind me here, sorry for the slow walking on the slime, I just started sliming off what was below something up above. So all the pathways and stuff like that. Eventually my goal is to get it all like this, but I only brought 2 shulker boxes worth of slime with me to get this done, and I think I have maybe 2 or 3 more shulker boxes worth of slime left. But the good thing is that if I actually go into my slime farm and empty it out on a regular basis, I can get a shulker box worth of slime roughly once a day, or if I AFK overnight, like definitely every day, I can get a shulker box worth of slime. So I'm gonna just continue gathering slime and slowly working on this over time, and hopefully I can entirely slime off the nether. So that is it for the slimy nether portion of the video. The next thing I've got to get done is the detailing on my base. And for this, I actually had to go mining again because I am out of deep slate. That stuff goes very, very quickly. So I've had to go mining again, and I've got lots and lots of deep slate. Oh, hello, pigman. And also, I noticed that I got a gift from Pedram. He noticed that I needed some quartz and some blackstone for what I was doing in the nether, and he delivered me some goods, so that's pretty awesome of him. But now, the next thing to do is those 3 towers over here. And just like I built them all in one session, I'm hoping to detail them all in one session. So I don't know if I'm going to time-lapse the entire thing. I will see how long it takes, but it's definitely going to be done today. Okay, so like in the last time where I did this tower, I have gone around and done some scaffolding kind of around the base layer, and I have lots more scaffolding if I need to build up, which I'm definitely going to, all around, and hopefully this should be enough blackstone and enough deep slate, including the cracked variants this time, and all of the cracked bricks and mossy bricks and acacia stairs and all the different walls and stairs, in order to build these into something that looks like this. So like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to time-lapse the whole thing. I kind of want to keep it at a decent time that it's going to take for the whole thing, as well as make it so that the time-lapse itself is watchable, right? I could time-lapse the whole thing, but if it takes me many, many hours, it's just going to be a blur that you can't even really see anything that's happening. So we'll give it a shot, and I will time-lapse some, but like I said, I might have to cut some out, and then at the end you will get to see at least the finished product. So let's get ourselves into a time-lapse and get going on this detailing. Well, I vastly underestimated the amount of blackstone and deep slate I would need to finish 3 towers at once. So I already said I wasn't going to time lapse the whole thing, so I guess I might as well end it there for the time lapse, and then I'm going to go AFK at my piglin bartering farm / gold farm and try and get some more blackstone, and then after that I'm going to need to go on another mining trip and get some more deep slate, and then when I come back I'll just finish it all and show you guys the finished product. So for me this is going to be a couple hours, for you a couple seconds. And just like that, what was seconds for you was hours for me, but I am done. The detailing is complete. I made sure to have the cracked variants of all the different bricks mixed in there to give it a little bit more texture, making these rings around like the other one in the same kind of windows in several places, as well as lots of copper pipes carrying steam throughout the castle. And if I go over here, you should be able to see, oh, you can see the steam coming out from it, but there's another steam pipe like the one that's on top of this tower. Let's just fly around and have a look. Change into my elytra. So this is what it looks like from that angle. You can see the steam pipe there, and windows in any spots that I could put them, as well as the rings going around. And just like the other one, I did a little bit of the mossy stuff underneath, kind of showing that the shadow makes it so that moss can grow. But other than that, I think this is just about complete. Now, just like I did over here with that custom tree hanging off the rock, I kind of want to see if I can do some more trees on the little outcroppings that are sticking all around on this thing, because I have been liking making the custom trees, so I kind of want to do a little bit more of that. But that is it for the base. It is completely textured. Now I guess I have to figure out what all the interiors are going to be, but as far as the build itself, that is my base, my mega base. So, as usual, thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you viewers and every single view that I get. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you really liked it, or if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you do, you get 1 free golden carrot. That's your reward. But that'll be it for today. So everyone have a great week, and I will see you in the next episode.